If I'm talking to you right here, is it clear? Does it sound roomy or does it sound like Mike?
Nope, sounds like Mike.
Okay, so this you hear.
Yep.
Okay, because I see it saying it's recognizing that. This is all new. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to
We are live.
follow the homie. Follow the homie.
We're live. What's up, guys? I know you are just seeing the screen for the intro. We're about to bring us up. I am excited for tonight because we got some people coming into the room. Make sure y'all heart share this conversation because this conversation is going to be good with a capital D at the end. Good.
Hey man, God is good.
Hey, God is good. So we're about to bring up.
Hey man.
Yeah, here we are. We in here. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Can you hear this?
No, I couldn't. I can't hear it. So for some reason, like with sound effects and stuff like that. Okay, I hear it. I hear you.
Okay, so I can get sound effects on. Okay, cool.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay, God is good. There we go. I just wanted to make sure my sound don't got me looking like I'm Raggedy Ann. You did?
Hey, nah, you good. You good. You good.
All right, cool.
So we got Jillian Johnson in here. Shout out to you. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, good people. I see my son Jeremiah Mack. Yeah, man, we in here. Excited about that.
I got my lighting right.
You got your lighting right, my boy. You playing.
So I'm on the Osmo Pocket 3, right?
Okay.
I hooked it up to the laptop, the MacBook Pro. I got the Rodecaster with the joint with the Shure mic. But you know how you can customize your camera settings on your camera. Yeah. I've never used it as a webcam, so now I'm at 1/60th of a second.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think they have you at 30 frames per second. I think is what they got.
Okay. What's up, everyone? What's up, Cover Girl? What up? What up? What up? What's up, Ebony? Hope everybody is doing well today. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. I think we got about 20 people in right now.
That's a good number. Do you see the camera following me, though? Look at God and technology.
Hey, shout out. Man, you make me want to go get my Osmo and go and hook it on up. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Doctor.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I got that thing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I keep it on me.
I keep it on me. I'm actually on my Sony A7 III right now. So
God is so good.
Yeah, man, God is good. He's so good. So good. Amazing. Yes, ain't he all right?
Ain't he all right?
Let's see who else we got in here. We got okay, so Jillian, what you talking about for? Marcus Wynn, my brother Marcus Wynn is in here. What's up, Marcus? Hey, Marcus, I don't know if you're still in chat right now, where you at right now, but April 25th through the 27th, man, the Commerce Conference in Chattanooga, Tennessee, back at Chattanooga State. We just got the confirmation that we're back at Chattanooga State. Even though they confirmed last year, they just sent us the official thing today. April 25th through the 27th. Marcus, if you were in Chattanooga, I would love to see you, bro. I would love to see you. Good evening to everyone. Cynthia, what's up, Cynthia? So good to see you. So guys, again, don't forget to, thumbs up this, share this with somebody that you feel like, may need some good, encouragement and some good words and all of that good stuff. And yes, God is so good. Someone just put up here, God is so good. Yep, that's so true. He really, really is. Yeah, Cover Girl. Hey, you better know it. It's on my birthday, April 25th through the 27th. And I'm saying all of that because Marcus said I'm here and I will be there. That's all I need to hear, bro. That's all I need to hear. But we know that if you came to Commas last year, and if you've
And
been
I did.
following any of my content and you've
And I
been
do.
checking out the content, you see my brother, Rob Howard,
You
Mr.
see
Howard,
me.
Mr.
And I'm gonna be in chat.
And he gonna be in chat, Mr. Howard 365. We had an amazing time last year, and he gonna be back in chat again this year with Dr. Charles. Man, listen, we treating Chattanooga like family reunion. We just have a good time.
Listen,
man. What?
I'm not gonna tell him about the error that I made in my hotel lodging because it was my first time. Should I tell him?
No, I think you should tell them. I think it'd be a great start to this conversation, bro. So yeah, you got to tell them what they should not do this year that you did last year.
So this is what happened. We really locked in our friendship and brotherhood last year. And when you said, hey, Commas, chat, I need you there, I booked before you booked.
You sure did.
My flight was booked before your flight.
Sure.
But what
was.
people don't really know is while I'm probably one of the first to jump it off, I'm not all the way completing the booking lodging. So I didn't book a hotel until we got to Atlanta. Me and Charles flew to Atlanta the day before. We were supposed to be in chat, enjoyed Atlanta, and was going to rent a car and drive into chat. And I had never been to Chattanooga. I didn't know anything about where the conference was. I don't even read emails. So I was like, I'll figure it out. So on the drive into Chattanooga, I'm on, what was I on? Hotels Tonight. I don't even use Hotels Tonight. Why was I using Hotels Tonight, not Priceline, where I got a discount? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the devil. I'm scrolling Chattanooga hotel options, and I see something that says, great deal. I book the Red Roof Inn suites. I didn't even know Red Roof Inn had suites. And because I never stayed in the Red Roof Inn, I didn't know it was the Red Roof Inn. I didn't know that. I pull up and it's the first 48. Like I'm giving my hotel reservations to somebody through a bulletproof bank glass, and they're taking cash deposits. I was like, what did I do? What did I do? It's about to be a different comma slash. First of all, I need a flight agent, a travel agent, and a booking agent because I don't ever want to book nothing ever again.
Oh my God.
I told you on the first night, like the warmer mixer, I was like, hey, if I don't make it back tomorrow, man, I love you. It's been a pleasure. I always wanted a brother.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, bro.
Well, I thugged it out.
Y'all. And this story is so true. It is so real.
I thugged it out.
He waited to the but he thugged it out though.
I was the first person to book travel, last person to book hotel.
And listen, don't let that be y'all. Don't let that be y'all. I had somebody message me today, was like, yo, I haven't seen the flyer go up, but I saw the pre-sale flyer, so is Comma still happening? I said, yes, it's still happening. I said the official flyer is going to be done in like a week or so, but the stuff is up there. You can buy a ticket. We got the website link. It's there, all the things. But don't let this be you. Rob,
don't be me.
Rob literally was the first person to book his flight and the last person to book his hotel. And he ended up in the Red Roof Inn suites, and we did not know that they had suites. Okay.
They don't. They lied.
They don't.
That is branding. It was a motel. It was a motel.
Hey, Miss Boyd said, now you were in there fighting the animal from Martin.
Dog.
That ain't no
I slept in
puppy.
the first night, I slept in my clothes from the first day on my bed like this. Just in case.
You all do not be Rob. Okay. That's all we're telling you. Go ahead and get your stuff now.
Don't do what I did.
Go ahead and get your stuff now. Cover girl said I would have slept in my rental.
The rental was parked at the motel suites. I looked out my motel room to another motel, and there was a person on the 4th floor of their apartment looking at me. I'm looking at them looking at me. Like, how did we get here? It was sad music playing. It was rain drizzling. It was the most dramatic, sad scene I've ever had in my life.
You know how two people look at each other and they both realize like we messed up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how y'all look.
I have had a couple of those in my life. Some of those moments where I caught eyes with somebody where I didn't want to be, and they looked. One of the easiest one I could talk about is when I was applying for food stamps. And I looked in that room and I was like, mm-mm.
Bro, that mm-hmm. I can't. Oh man, bro.
Yeah.
So, what are we telling y'all? Go ahead and get your room stay, get everything ready, because Chattanooga is happening and it is going to be a move. I don't care. Like the thing about commerce in Chattanooga is not about even the number of people. So if you choose not to come, that's cool. It's just the fun and the carefreeness and us being recharged as creators, as multi-hyphenate individuals, as commas. We come together to hear ideas and things of that nature. And but also it's like the community. I gained my assistant while I was there. Didn't know that Monica was going to become my assistant. She became my assistant. And she still works hard to this day, getting on my nerves, but that's what she's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And so it's been great. It's been a great experience. And we're able to network with people without the without the pressure of performing. Yeah, we're teaching and we're giving information and all those things, which is great. And the information that you're going to receive is going to be top tier for sure. But it's the community that comes with that. And feeling like you're not alone in your multi-giftedness, your hyphenated, multi-hyphenated space, and just being a comma and embracing that. And so that's the whole concept. The whole concept for that weekend is to give you strategy and insight for what it is that we're supposed to be doing. And also for you to gain community because you understand that, hey, I'm just not by myself and other people think the way that I think or maybe even feel the way I feel. And so it's it's just wondering. It's putting you out of the wonder of, hey, am I in this by myself? And so it's just a great weekend that we have, and we've kind of made it a thing since last year, and we'll be back there again, April 25th through the 27th. If you need the link, let me know, but the early bird tickets are up now.
Also put on the website what hotel you the suggested.
The suggested hotel. The suggested hotel.
Goodness.
We're not gonna
none of that.
We're not gonna have you down bad this year, bro.
I'm sleeping in your room if need be. Whatever's going on, I'm gonna be going on with it.
Bro, and you all.
Is it prayer?
And
what is going on?
And you all, let me tell you this. I didn't know he was in the situation he was in until the end of it. He was like, oh yeah, by the way.
I held that to the chest. You ever mess up and don't tell nobody you messed up until after you get through it? Bro. I know I ain't the only one that messed up and just be like, hey, man, I messed up 2 days ago, but I'm okay. Everything is cleared up. The account is good. My skin is good. My hair is back. The car worked. The case is dropped. Hey, man.
Hey, y'all. And I'm telling you all, I can't make this stuff up. This stuff is real. Like, Rob was really out there. I don't know.
I don't know what boots. Laced up.
Rob, you really slept in your boots? Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, my T-shirt was on the pillow because I didn't touch that. I had my Levi jacket on. I had my jeans on, my boots on.
Oh
and
my
I
God.
slept with my hand like this so I didn't touch the sheet too long
Hey.
because I didn't want no skin issues.
Hey, no.
I was in a motel, man, where they had cash deposits. Have you ever stayed in a hotel that had cash deposits? That means hoses in there.
When I was 18 years old.
Man, that means hoses in there. If you could do a cash hourly deposit, like, I'll be right back. That's what that means. I didn't want none of that on my skin. That's what that means.
Hey. Okay. Hey, y'all. They said Rob is wild. Hey, no, for real. I'm legit choking. Like, y'all don't understand because I didn't know it was this bad.
You did not. Charles knew though. Charles drove me and dropped me off and drove away. You know how sad it is to see your friend drive away? To see one of your best friends. Like, you ever as a kid get dropped off home and you know it's not good at home?
He dropped you.
And you get out and you look, he dropped me off.
No.
And I played on the ox, Jesus be a fence all around me on the way home. No weapon on the way home. And he legit let me out that car. You know, he was laughing. It was a good time.
Oh my God. Hey y'all, that's the link. We had a few people ask about the link. That's the link right there.
There we go.
There's the link. Please tap in because again,
when you see me at Commas, ask me where I'm staying.
Yo,
because it ain't gonna be the Red Roof.
Yo, it's no way I am allowing him to stay in the Red Roof Suites again. They put suites on there to kind of like
it was like Red Roof plus suites is what it said.
Oh
I don't know what that top floor was talking about, but that third floor. You gotta push the button on the elevator for your floor with your knuckle like that. You gotta get there. you gotta just.
Hey, no, you had to put your hand. You had to put your hand in your shirt.
Yeah.
All right, man. Listen. All right, we gotta let this be productive tonight because I can't.
Okay. I thought we was checking in.
We are
testimonial service. Sometimes start off the service.
No, for real, and the fact that we're talking about Commas and talking about the Commas conference. I can't wait. It's really become like a thing that I look forward to every year. I get a chance to go back home to Chattanooga, Tennessee, where I'm from. That's home for me. And now we've treated it, we're treating it like a family reunion. It's been so impactful and enlightening, but it's just great to get around your people. Even though Rob and Dr. Charles live out here in California, we get together, but it's something about like when we're working together and creating together, it's great. It's great. So I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you all are as well. And Cover Girl said Rob is a comedian. Now he really is. Like Rob.
If you really kick it with me, I'm gonna make me laugh. Hopefully you get one too, but I'm gonna laugh for sure.
He is definitely going to laugh. And you all, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna tell everybody this. But Rob has a video of what he wanted to do for his birthday, which was stupid. No, it was really fun, but it was crazy.
Stupid until you did it.
Rob wanted to go to an escape room, but it just wasn't an escape room. It was like an extreme escape room, guys. And I'm talking about where like stuff comes out at you and people are. It was crazy.
It's a live actor in a horror story.
Yeah,
is in the escape room with you.
Yeah, and I almost went to jail. I'm just going.
You did good. There's a whole episode about the episode, but you did good.
And so we didn't make it out the room. just
We did not make it out. We survived. Didn't nobody get left?
nobody got left. Nobody ended up going to jail, and I'm grateful for that.
That
But
sounds like a win to me.
But so for Rob's birthday, we had a great time. I was a little scared.
A little scared. We're not gonna lie on this internet. Not on Beyonce's internet. How? What you mean? You didn't even know it was a horror escape room until you got there. That was a part of the surprise.
No, and guys, this is how he does it. He's like, oh, for my birthday, what I want us to do, I want us to do an escape room together. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I've done an escape room. I did an escape room with my staff before, and all that stuff. I'm like, team building. I'm like, easy peasy. Let's do it. I get a chance to use my brain. Baby, we out of here. But what he didn't tell us is that when we pulled up, I'm like, yo, this looks weird. And then on top of that, it was right next to a sex store. So when I pulled up, you see this neon sign, and I'm like,
adult toys here.
I'm like, what is we?
What kind of escaping are we escaping?
what kind of situation we going in? I'm like, oh no. So then
that's good.
So then we get there, and then he's like, yeah, this is an escape room. What's the name? Escape room, a horror escape room. And yeah, it's on
one of the top ones in LA.
Yeah, one of the top ones in LA. It's actually on his page.
On my YouTube for sure.
It's on his YouTube because somebody just asked, "Where's the video?" LOL. And he does a great job with editing, so the edits look amazing. Bro. Yeah, man, you kill it. You kill it every time, bro. So yeah, Miss Boyd said, "Yeah, I would have been throwing Bruce Lee chops." LOL. Yeah, like. Yeah, like no.
We're not gonna ruin, because the video actually doesn't ruin it either. So like, even if you went to the place we went to, the YouTube video of our experience does not ruin the experience for anybody else to go. But boy, I tell you, it's a good time. I don't even like scary movies.
No, I don't either.
I don't watch. The last scary movie I watched was The Ring. Did I tell you why I stopped at that movie?
No.
Because that lady tried to kill me.
What?
That lady tried to kill you?
Yes, my daughter heard that part. So I watched The Ring. I was on a group date with the homies. After the movie, my nerdy self was like, what if low-key, the producers and the director was low-key trying to spread the video, and now we got 7 days. And then my phone rang from an unidentified number, not a blocked number, just a number that was like no registration. This is back in the day when that movie came out. So I was like, you ain't gonna get me, and I hung up on her, right? So I did. The next day I go to work. I had 5 of the signs. I had a nosebleed, the internet and the power went out, a door slammed, there was a fly on the 13th floor of a skyscraper on Wilshire Boulevard, because that's where I worked on Saturday mornings at a nurse registry, and it was drizzling, and there was a fly on the other side of the windshield. And like there was like all the things in the video, I was like, oh, she's trying to kill me. I went to my mama's house, and then I took a girl that liked me in college on a movie date to see The Ring again, and I stared at the upper right hand corner the whole film, and I don't know what happened to that girl. She probably had 7 days too. But
wait 1 second. Okay.
I don't play with the scary movies no more.
No,
I had to get it up off of me. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder is what I'm gonna do.
Bro, why are you quoting Survivor? That is wild. You was an idiot, bro. So bro, you never watched any scary movie after that?
Nope.
Wow.
I have no time.
Okay.
I will watch an animated Pixar movie before I watch.
Man, hey, no,
anything.
like for one, Pixar movies hit. Period.
I don't understand why people like scary movies.
I don't either. I don't either. I don't either. I haven't found why someone would pay to be terrified or
In
scared.
real
And
life, I will go, but I sit with the music and the edits and the master actors, script writers, all involved. These are the best of the best.
yeah,
No, I will not.
yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm not big on scary movies either. Like if I'm watching something, I want to enjoy what I'm watching. I want to laugh. I want to um after all of that, like after my day, being scared ain't something I just want to do in my leisure.
Mm-mm.
And then also too, man, you know, let me tell y'all something. What's up, Tara? Tara said I love horror films. God bless you, woman of God. God bless you.
Oh
You love
man,
them.
that is a spirit.
Tara, can you tell us what you love about them?
Yeah.
I mean that's just a question. All right. So because here's my thing. I pastored a church. There were real spirits. I dealt with real craziness and real
Yeah.
crazy people. And yeah.
And
So
stuff that I don't know what that was. Like I don't know what that was. Really, I can't really quite explain why that happened.
Listen. No, I'm good.
And now you want my creative. Look at how silly I am right now. How my brain worked. Impromptu. We didn't script this. We just having an organic conversation. This is how my brain worked. Could you imagine me full of those stories and sound effects and imagery? I ain't no good.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
That's why I don't drink too, because I know I ain't no good. Because why would I need that? I don't need that. This is me sober. Like
Listen, when
you don't want to know what I look like
when you are a vibe sober, like being drunk, you feel like like that'll be a downgrade.
Yeah, nah. Y'all don't want to see me sleepier. Like that's not what you want. Nah.
Oh. All right. So let's tap into something.
All right, let's talk.
Let's tap into something, bro. For one, we do our check-ins, right?
Yep. It's been a minute since the online one though.
No, it really has. I think we need to look back at that because I know we talked about Wednesdays. But so we
Wednesdays on YouTube.
Yeah, let's tap back into that. Oh wait a minute. Tara said, to be honest, my siblings used to scare me as a kid with horror movies, so I guess it just flipped. God bless you. God bless you. I will tell y'all. All right, so we got 32 people on here right now. Shout out to y'all for watching. Share this with somebody.
Y'all.
We're about to get into some good conversation, but I want to say this too. A part of the reason why I'm not like big on horror films, my uncle, who was my acting my manager for my acting career, he later passed away, but my uncle was the worst. And what I mean by that is he would purposely do certain things that he knew was going to terrify us as the little cousins, as like young and so forth and so on. And I'm talking about like we kind of go all out. And when I say we, like if I'm doing a practical joke, and I really don't do pranks and practical jokes on people anymore because it can flip and can become something totally different. So you have to be very careful with that. But my uncle one time, you remember when it was ever Friday the 13th? TNT used to play like Freddy Krueger and Jason movies and all of that stuff on like TBS and TNT. Whenever it was Friday the 13th, horror movies were like it was a rule of thumb. It was like you played that, and then one Friday the 13th, we were staying at my grandmother's house. Came home, it was raining. And my uncle was watching us. My uncle, so how the house was set up, it was a 3-story house. On the level that you came in on was where the living room and the kitchen was. And then you could go downstairs into the garage, or you can go upstairs, and that's where the bathrooms and the where the rooms and stuff were. So we're in the living room watching Friday the 13th movies. My uncle is there watching it with us. It's me, my cousin Dale, his sister Star. We literally are watching it with my uncle. My uncle, I don't know when, we were so involved into the movie. My uncle sneaks upstairs. He sneaks upstairs. We're still locked into the movie. My uncle literally, now we know what happened. My uncle jumped out of the window of his room to go to the power box outside of the house, cuts the power off to the house. And so where the TV was, it was a big bay window right there. So literally we're watching TV, the power goes out. We like, oh snap. So we like, you know, like you're young, we're kind of afraid to move. So we like, Uncle Derek. We don't hear him. And then we turn around, we don't see him. So we freaking out. We like, yo, what is going on? Next thing we know, right outside the bay window, we see a man walking with a Jason mask on outside the bay window. Let me tell you something. I said, oh no. Now I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest out of my cousins. My cousins are all older than me. I'm the youngest. I'm like, oh no. I'm freaking out. So literally in the kitchen was a sliding patio door. We hear the patio door open. Yo. And we knew that it was always like a wood plank, you know, like in black houses, like you had a wood plank to kind of stop the door from opening, even if somebody did unlock it. Mm-hmm. He had removed the wood plank and did all of that. So the sliding patio door opens. My cousin she starts screaming, somebody's in the house. She like going crazy. So we in the living room, my cousin Dale shoots upstairs. He runs, he takes off. My cousin Star right behind him. I try to run up the steps, but before I can get up the steps, I get grabbed by who came into the kitchen. I get yanked. When I tell you, I peed on myself, I ain't got no lie to tell you. Urination.
Oh no, baby. You gotta. Oh.
Look, I got grabbed and I'm like, like I'm screaming to the top. I lose all function of bodily fluid.
Yeah.
I probably passed out for a minute. I probably did in real deal time. Now looking back at it, and then my uncle lifts up the mask. He lays me down on the ground. He says, "Shut up." And I'm like, I'm tears, screaming. For one, you can't tell me. You can't open up this can of emotion and then tell me to pull it on back in. Like, come on, what? Like, I was like, yo, like this man is wild. You are crazy. Mm-hmm. And so literally he went upstairs and found my cousin them and hunted them down and all of that stuff. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not miss me with all the scary stuff because I got kicked out of a scary house because they try to pop out on you and I swung on one of them. So they didn't let me come back. So that's what I'm saying. It's just, it just doesn't go well for how I'm wired, you know?
Yeah. And I can't let it go. I'm petty. So I'm mad at the director. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at my date. I'm mad at my uncle. I pee-peed on myself a little bit. And
see,
now,
that's what I'm saying.
I can't. I'm working out my forgiveness muscle still. I'm not strong there all the time.
Yeah.
So now at other events, I'm looking at him and not talking to him and saying hello to him the same way.
Yeah.
Because I'm struggling to let go of some stuff.
Yeah. Listen, because I want to hold on to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got you.
Yep.
I got you. All right.
We're not too far off. We're very similar.
No, we not, bro. We not. So, bro, for one, let me ask you this: why, in all of your giftedness, Rob, you do so many different things. But what's crazy is that in all of your different things that you do, they kind of point back to who you are as a person. Like it's at the core of who Rob is. And I was telling someone today how you are Mr. Questions. You never are without a question. You never not have a question. But Rob, you also have a game, a card game that is questions for people to break the ice and for people to tap into that. Um, how or when did you get to this point, and how did you get to this point of where you felt that questions brought about like revelation or aided you in some shape, form, or fashion? How did you get to that point?
That's a really good question, brother. I think I'm an only child. I had older parents. My mom was 40 when I was born. My pops was 55. And as an inquisitive only child with very overprotective parents, I was always asking questions. And I felt the power of a good question to make people go, like I kind of low key like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or using a question to make a point, using a question to teach, using a question to support or direct or coach, to encourage. Like I know that a good question has the power to do so many different things because I ask myself questions like that. I ask my circle, my friends like yourself, questions like that. And I think my career path that I'm on, I chose to be a facilitator and use conversation starters to help people come together and work together, also to resolve conflict. I'm a certified mediator in the state of California. I do restorative justice like over 20 years, over 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. So asking questions is something that happened naturally in my life that low-key I would get in trouble for.
Mm-hmm.
And then asking questions turned into a career. And as I was starting to pursue content creation, I was like, dang, what am I gonna do, man? Like, and low-key Mac Royals was like, man, why don't you just do what you just did in that workshop in there? Like you had all those people laughing and crying and talking to each other and working with each other and kind of getting over issues. Like, you gotta give me scissors, babe. Jordan, give me scissors. There's scissors over there. Sorry, my daughter wants a popsicle. And that's what it was. I figured like, oh, okay, I can do a video every day. And I know I could do a video every day because I could ask a different question every day. I knew I could ask 365 good questions. And I felt like the workout of working a video every day, editing, shooting, posting, engaging in the comments, I knew I could absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Focus. So yeah, that was the journey, fam.
Okay. So like, how important is it for you to, when we're talking to these people that are multi-gifted, multi-hyphenate individuals, myself, yourself, our whole crew, that we talk to, multi-gifted in, so many other areas. I mean, so many different areas. How for you is it important for you to get those things out into the world space, or you working towards those things? Because I've seen you since I've known you almost 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And through that time I've seen you say, I'm gonna lock in with this, and you really lock in with this. Like, I one of the things that I admire about you the most is your ability to say, I'm going to do that, and then you do that. Like when you said, I'm gonna put a focus in on YouTube, you put a focus in on YouTube. When you said, hey, I'm gonna do content for 365 days where I'm gonna ask a question, I'm gonna consistently put out questions. I watched you do that last year. um, like how what type of mandate or responsibility do you put on yourself to complete that? Because what happens with a lot of multi hyphenate individuals, or what happens with a lot of commas, is we get caught up almost like in the creation of something, but like seeing it all the way through, we kind of fall off. And I know that that's been a thing for me at times. It's like I'm excited about the startup, and the startup it can get going, but then to see it all the way through, or to push it all the way through, at times can be a challenge for me. So, you know, what did you change within yourself to say, you know what, or is that something that's always been in you, to where you're saying like, yo, I've committed to doing this. I'm gonna do this regardless of, what it looks like or how difficult it may be. Like what put that thing in you?
Mm. Okay, so everything you're saying, I relate to. I think I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and I think because I had an entrepreneurial spirit, and many people will respect me for my ideas. I think one of my weaknesses were you don't finish nothing, bro. Like you're always on to another thing. Or before you really, really see what could happen with this other good idea, you got another two new good ideas, and you started dabbling in that and getting people excited about that, and the audience and the friendship group or whatever, the community. And I think I just got sick of that.
Yeah.
There's an activity that I do on one of my workshops called the medicine wheel that comes from indigenous native practitioners or teachings that they talk about. Imagine a wheel with 4 sections to the wheel, and each section has a animal or a season or a color, a vibe that has benefits and pluses and strengths, but also has like challenges and negatives and deltas.
Mm-hmm.
In the wheel, there is an eagle, a deer, a bear, and a buffalo. And I see myself as an eagle. I'm often in the clouds. I can see the big picture. I can imagine new things. I can see the direction of things, but I lose the connection to the ground. I'm not very grounded all the time. And the other animals in the circle are like, yo, it's low-key frustrating that you're always in the cloud and you're losing sight of the relationships, you're losing sight of the task at hand, you're losing sight of the commitment, you're losing sight of the energy because you're flying up above the clouds. You're always in the clouds. And I put in the work to be somebody who does what I said because I said I was going to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted that character trait. I didn't want to die as someone who was just a good starter.
Yeah.
So I could be somebody who has commas in my life, who has multiple talents and passions and interests and is juggling a lot of things. But what I didn't want to say about myself, or that others would have as far as their perception or reputation, is Rob don't do nothing to the end. I didn't want that anymore. So I had to really put in the work to change it.
Do you feel like, you know, like a lot of times people say that you really can't change, like it's like, either you can or you can't, either you do or you don't, but it's not something that, it's not certain things that can be changed. It's kind of like who we are. But I don't quite believe that, because I do feel like if you work at something hard enough, it can change the narrative of what you've kind of always known. And one of the things for me, bro, is like where I have been a great starter, but I want to be an even better finisher, or just being committed to something to see it all the way through, even though it's not turning out the way that I thought that it would. And my journey with LA's been that way.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a certain type of way, and for the first year and a half, it was amazing. But then things started to take a turn, and things happened, and whatever the case is, and then immediately when difficulty arises, it was kind of like, okay, well, maybe I should just leave. And one of the things that I had to realize within myself is, just because there is turmoil, or just because things aren't going like I thought that they should, it's not the indication, or it's not the green light for me to leave. And I think that a lot of times what happens, especially as believers or whatever the case is, we look at the absence of turmoil as it's God. And then when it is turmoil, oh, it's not God. But I started to look at it from the standpoint of like the fish in the sea. The fish in the sea, no matter what fish you are, there's a fish trying to eat you. And that could be viewed as turmoil. But a fish can't say, I'm gonna leave the sea and I'm gonna walk on land, because if I walk on land, I surely would die. Just because it is frustrating where I am, and just because it may be challenging where I am, me leaving where I am could automatically guarantee my death. But I could just be going through the season where I got to fight or I got to face it or whatever the case is. The absence of turmoil does not equate to, it being God. But I think a lot of times we interpret that, especially like when we're building things or we're going after things, or you're an entrepreneur or you're starting up anything. It's almost like, well, if it's real hard, then it may not be, so how have you like locked in to the point past hard, past difficult?
Yeah,
because I've watched you navigate that space. How have you done that?
I believe in personal development. I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of talks. I look at people who I look up to. I love an inspiring story from a real human being that's pushed through hard times. I love the Rockies, the underdog stories. I love they made it, even like Kevin Hart's story. Like, you started off like this. This is what they thought you were. This is the only thing that they thought you could do. And you figured it out. And I think personal development is a key element to anybody's life. I'm not satisfied with who I am today just because I love who I am today. I think there's more in me than I've allowed myself to become or to experience yet. So I'm working on personal development a lot. I also feel like part of my personal development is an attitude shift, a change of my perspectives, my expectations. I don't believe that it's supposed to be easy. It wasn't easy for Christ. It wasn't easy for none of the people I look up to. Yeah. So the mentality, the attitude, the way that people go is to find beauty in the mud, to find strength where other people would have given up or gotten tired and laid down. I think I look at myself like I'm in a movie and I get to write how this character talks, walks, what they choose to do, how they show up when difficulties and challenges, opposition comes in my life. I get to decide. One of my favorite movies also is The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith and his son. And I mean, who knew what I would do and if I was in that situation? The scene in the bathroom, the relationship with the child's mother, pursuing the money, and all the things that come up. It's like, dang, I don't know what I would have done there, but I know what I'm doing in my life. Yeah. So if someone dare allow me to tell my story, or someone else writes my story after I'm gone, there's going to be some real moments to be like, yo, you did what? Yeah, because I'm writing a story.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Because, bro, I think that it's imperative for us that as we're building things and as we are chartering new territory and doing things that we did not see growing up, we had no blueprint for the things that we are extracting and the things that we're building. And I do think that there comes a level of grace that we should be giving ourselves as it pertains to certain things. And so I was talking about this on a live yesterday. I did a live while I was doing my walk, and I was talking about how has it become so easy for us to encourage everybody else but ourselves. Like,
I'm gonna tell my kids to take medicine I don't take. I'm gonna tell the homies to go to the doctor if I don't go. Like, I think it's a level of hypocrisy that we have. We know what's right, but we don't do what's right.
Yep. And
also another version of that is like the caretaker, like the chef don't eat, the beautician don't get her hair done, the nail tech don't get their nails done. you're so good at giving and serving others with your gift and the thing that you know a lot about or care a lot about that you don't practice the thing on yourself. And I think that even my content around gratitude is that. And I can hold myself way more accountable on the internet than I can in private. So I post a video every day about it, right? So it's like you can see whether or not I did it or not today.
Wait a minute, bro. Hold up, because you just said something right there, bro. You said you could hold yourself way more accountable on the internet than you can just when it's just you. let's let's touch on that, man, because I found that my transparency on the internet has been a problem with my personal relationships.
Absolutely.
And because I get in front of a camera and the thing is, it's not something that I plan. It's not like I sit and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to say blah 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 and I'm about to spill all of my whole guts on the internet. Like it's not that. It is, I kind of get into a vein, and I do think a lot of times like you get into a vein of communicating without being interrupted.
Mm-hmm. It's like a journal.
It's like a journal. It's like a journal. Like, and I start to say certain things, communicate certain things, even, thoughts and desires and things that I'm thinking about, things that I could possibly be working on or that I'm desiring to work on, all of those things. And then I share this information. And then it's like, for the people that are close to me, it's like, yo, I didn't know that, like, why you ain't tell me that, and for a creator, and for a creative, can you kind of touch on that? Like how is that process for you when you're saying you can hold yourself more accountable on the internet than you can, in your personal life?
So I believe accountability is a word that people throw around and we don't have the same definition for it. So when I talk about accountability, it is someone who holds you to the account, to the commitment, to the contract. And when I sign a contract with myself, I don't want to negotiate with myself. Like, I know you said then, but can you change it? Instead of working out 5 days, let's do just 2 because this season is da-da-da. Like, that's me trying to negotiate against what I agreed to when I agreed to it. Ooh. And I do think that there's a time to renegotiate some contracts, some deals, some situations, but it shouldn't be negotiated in the midst of a struggle, a fight, a season of work, or where I need to provide like, hey, the results are here. So when I'm holding myself accountable by posting to the internet, it's hard and it's public. I don't have to tell every little detail. Like there are certain things that I do and check in offline with you that I don't do online just because of a care of privacy. And there's a level of intimacy that the internet doesn't need everything, right? I don't show my kids on any of my posts, but my daughter is gorgeous and funny and probably should be on TV somewhere, but I don't show my daughter. I really didn't show my son after the internet turned from a social setting of people who know you to strangers and like potentially will make money and brand. I was like, let me take the kids out of this, even though I probably could make some money with that. That's not fair to the children who don't have consent because they're underage, right?
Yeah.
So I can hold myself accountable because I post to the internet what I said I was going to do. And I get to show whether or not I'm a person of my word. And what I don't want to do is look like I'm lying and fake and funny and just talking. What I want to do is practice. So you see me practicing content creation. You see me practicing business. You see me practicing emotional vulnerability. You see me practicing gratitude. You see me practicing self-care on my YouTube page. You see me practicing. And how often I go to practice. You could also see me gain weight in videos. You see me have braces in videos. You see my skin working in some videos. You see things I've started, series, live events, all kind of stuff. And it's like, well, what happened to that? You can ask me what's up with that, especially if you're one of those followers who's been going on the journey.
Yeah.
You could also say, hey man, I like somebody today was like, man, I appreciate you for your consistency. That felt amazing because that's something that I want to be good at. That's something that I want to be seen as. That's something I want to see myself as a consistent person.
Yeah.
So this person on the internet has noticed that I've been consistent doing something every day. That's accountability too.
Mm-hmm.
right? So I use the internet and my followers and this platform that is free to get on to get to my goals. I was like, man, what would happen if I talked to you about this before. I was like, if you was going to go get a degree in something like a bachelor level degree or maybe a master's level degree, a specialty like nursing or physical training or all that kind of stuff, you would probably spend 4 to 5 years to get a bachelor's, maybe, and then maybe 2 or 3 years before you get into your specialty to really start making money. So no matter how much you said you wanted to do this and put in the work, took the classes, took the test, passed the test, get to the next level, you aren't that at least for 4 or 5 years, and you for sure ain't that making money probably for like 5 to 7.
Yeah.
But along the way, I can say I'm a content creator. And along the way, I can say I'm going to get in shape. And along the way, I can say that I'm going to start a merch brand or learn how to run ads on these platforms. Like along the way, in the moment, I can say I'm that and just get better at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another level of accountability. Like I said I was going to do this. I committed to doing this, and I'm going to do it.
So when you do that, and then when you one of the things that I have noticed, I've noticed it with myself, and I've noticed it, with you as well, bringing people into that space. And I think a lot of times what we tend to do, we give ourselves an out for accountability. So we'll say, well, I'm not going to tell people this because I don't want people to steal my idea. When in all actuality,
they can't.
They can steal your idea. But then also too, I think we settle for saying that because we hate when people ask us about stuff that we say we're going to do that we are not doing. So so now if you don't know what my goals are, if you don't know what my plans are, it's easy for me to not be accountable to those things because I don't have you asking about those things. So if I have an off day and I don't want to do that, then guess what? I ain't got to do that because you don't know that I plan to do that anyway.
You didn't even know I made a commitment to it. It's like me getting married on the low and my best friend can't ask me about how my relationship is because I didn't tell him he wasn't invited. He's not involved.
You see what I'm saying? But one of the things that you and I both have done now is that we have invited each other into that space, and then we ask and we check up on that. I go for you all that's listening. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment. And if you got any questions, have those questions ready because we're gonna go into Q&A in a minute. But literally, I go to Rob's page at the end of my day. And I will see what has my boy posted today. Look right there. And
I'm literally posting it right now.
And Rob, how many times have I asked you like, hey, you see what time it is?
No, that's real. Yeah. Like, what's up? You got one up. Did you get the other one?
Yeah. You got one up. All right. So,
because now I'm not just posting one video. I'm posting at least 2 videos.
It posted at least 2 videos a day. Mercedes says Rob's consistency of posting for 4 years straight definitely inspired me because like it's a thing. It's where Rob has said, yo, I'm going to put my foot on this gas with this. And then I'm going to see what can come from me being consistent. Like yeah, go ahead.
Well, hold on. I got to give you this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me show you. Let me confess where I haven't been amazing. Right? I played for you, I think this year, 2025, at your house, children's music that I made in 2019. That was good.
That was fire.
Right. Now, I know it was fire. Because I love music. Right? It's not something that is my purpose. It is one of my commas. Right? I know that that's not the thing that I was born to do the best ever. Like I'm not Michael Jackson level committed to that purpose. It's just something that I'm passionate about. I'm interested in. I enjoy. I had an idea before my son was born in 2007 where I was like, man, I just want to do music for kids. And like, I know we're going to do these songs for like these R&B artists that people got in their iPods and in their CD. Remember the CD books? Yeah, books of CDs. So I
love my little CD book.
Yeah. You carry that thing around like luggage, bro.
You hear me?
So before a playlist in your phone, you had a handled case with CDs in it. And I was like, I want to be someone who makes music that people have in their CD jacket or like they listen to for different occasions like weddings and, date night and bedroom time and get up, turn up, gym, whatever. I was like, that'd be great. And I know there's money in there because I'm looking at the people who inspired me in that area. But I was like, you know what I really want to do? I want to make music for kids. And low key, bro, there's always going to be new kids. I knew this in 2005. This is before my son was born. My son was born in 2007. Everything in the music industry for me died in 2007. All the opportunities dried up. Everything that was supposed to go good, I thought, didn't happen. Low key, my business partner took off and blew up. And I was by myself with a kid, grieving the loss of my mom. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back into my community and do activism work, community service, working and serving, uniting, healing, peace, all that stuff, conflict mediation, workshops for young leaders of color, especially.
Oh, wait a minute. Something happened with Rob. His I don't know if his thing went out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait for Rob to come back. Hold on. Don't worry, it ain't gonna stop. Let's see. Here we go. Hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. So I'm gonna wait for Rob to come back. We'll put it back on. Here we go. He's calling. Oh, wait a minute, it went off. Let me see. I hope you're gaining something from tonight. And I want you all to understand that this, what I consider a machine, Rob being a machine and showing up how he shows up, is a fixed belief as well as a fixed discipline that Rob is saying, hey, I'm going to operate in. And he's not, and it's not something that was planned, right? It was like one of those things that is like, I mean, it was planned, but he put action behind the plan. And what I'm trying to get us to understand is that you could be multi-gifted, you could be multi-talented, but there still comes a time where you have to put a plan and then put action behind that plan. All right, hold on. Here's Rob, guys. Hold on. All right. Hold on, guys. Get you back up. Rob, you there?
Yeah, I'm in this thing. All right. I don't know how it went away, but it kicked me off and I'm back in this thing because you can't get rid of me. Basically, the point that I was making was I knew in my heart I had a good idea before 2010, before Baby Shark, before all that. And I was like, man, I'm going to just do it. So I tried to do it myself in 2009. I put out a whole album with a character. It was my first time ever making the beat by myself, recording myself by myself. My voice is on the song by myself. I mixed the song by myself. It put all these songs out. It was really like a love letter to my son, right? But I just put it on the internet, on YouTube early, 2009. That's hella early in the YouTube landscape. In 2019, I made that song I Played You, where Mac Royals is the voice of a lullaby, R&B. I got a whole puppet, right? I can show you. I learned how to sew and make puppets, like Jim Henson style, humanoid looking mouth hand puppets. And I was like, man, I thought I was going to be rich as hell by then, right? I'm back in the studio working on another iteration of children's music right now. And as I'm in the studio, I'm telling my partner, his name is Bluetooth. He made the beat for No Air for Jordan Sparks, Chris Brown. He's the musical genius. I was like, bro, pull up on YouTube right now. Rain, Rain, Go Away. So he puts it in a search, and one of the top 3 videos has like 6 billion views on YouTube alone, not including Apple and Spotify and Tidal and all the download, all that. 6 billion views on YouTube alone. 6 years ago, it's 2019 when I first put out the Itsy Bitsy Spider, right? But I didn't run the play all the way because my team, I couldn't drag my team across the finish line because everybody's busy. He works with Dr. Dre. Mac is working on The Voice and got in the top 10, and he moved back home after his father died in Arkansas. It's like I can't make it across the finish line by myself. Yeah. The process is slow. COVID happened. But I was like, this brand executed 6 years ago, and they got 40 songs up. And as a collection, they've probably generated $500 million in income from YouTube alone. And I was like, if they could have seen what we see now in 2025, but what the effort and the work and the labor that we put in to finish it and execute it, where will we be now? right?
Yeah.
So it's that. It's like
Yeah.
there are things that I am so glad I didn't let die. And there's also a lot of gratitude that I'm not dead. I'm still here to be able to do it. But if I would have done what the thing was all the way to completion,
Yeah.
who knows how much further? Bro, 12 billion views at the smallest rate of pay. The cheapest rate of pay on YouTube is 0.0012.
Mm-hmm.
That is $12 million worth of income in 6 years' time. So that's $2 million a year off a song that you make.
And that's at the smallest rate. So it wouldn't even have been that though. Bro, what? You know,
You want to talk about niche? You want to talk about being pissed off at yourself?
bruh,
You want to talk about good idea and seeing somebody else run the play for you? That's why I said can't nobody steal my idea.
So,
they can still run that play, and I still got my idea to do mine.
So Rob, let me ask this for those that are watching. What happens now that you feel like, oh man, I missed the play? Because what I'm seeing with a lot of us is that we are looking back and saying, man, I missed that play, right? And now we're having a hard time putting ourselves back in the game to run the next play because we're thinking about the play in which that we missed. It's almost like you remember on Love and Basketball when Monica shoots the shot and she leave her hand up there and then boom, they already down the court. It's like yo, like, you know, maybe I did follow through, maybe I did hit that, but what's crippling us from the next thing is that we could be celebrating the current thing too long, or we could be resenting what we did not all the way complete. And so now it's time for us to move into the next thought, into the next plan, into the next thing. And we can't move forward because we're so locked into, you know, what we missed out on. How have you been able to tell yourself like, okay, cool, I missed out on that play, but guess what? Like, I can do this now. Like, how have you been able to coach yourself back into that space?
I told you personal development, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan didn't make his JV team, but he became Michael Jordan. He went through high school, he went to college at one of the greatest basketball schools of all time in the U.S. and became one of the greatest, to the point where even after he's done playing, there are kids who never watched him play wearing his shoes, wearing his logo. You know what I'm saying? One of his quotes is kind of similar to the Wayne Gretzky quote, like, the only ones that matter is when you win big. You know what I mean? You are too emotionally attached to a miss, to a game winner that you didn't hit, to when you lost in the championship. You got your team all the way to the finals. You got to the playoffs and you lost. It doesn't matter, because if you learn your lessons and you come back stronger the next time, the only thing they're going to care about is when you win. They're not going to keep talking about all those. They don't even remember who you lost to, right?
They don't.
So what matters is, all right, well, I lost. Let me lick my wounds. Let me learn my lessons. Let me get better. Let me come back stronger, and let me move forward. Mamba mentality, bro. Kobe Bryant airballed in the playoffs in 2 major games as a rookie. And he became one of the best basketball players of all time, where some people put him in the top 5, top 3, right? Because he's not satisfied with one win or one ring or one championship or one all-star game or one success. It's like, how many times can I run it back to the point where you got to talk about me?
Yep.
So I don't want to just be a comma. I want to be an incredible person in each of these categories and each of these areas or arenas that I choose to put my hat in. And I think that losing is a part of the game. Like, you got to love a loss. Love that feeling. Like, we talked about the horror movies earlier. I don't like the feeling of a horror, and I don't like the feeling of a loss, but I like, I'm a hood dude, right? I'm from LA, Inglewood. There's something about getting hit by somebody who know how to fight.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I got to become a little bit better than what I thought I could do. Like,
Yeah.
it makes you show up a little bit different. So it's that. Like, you should thank your opponent. Back in basketball, you had to have sportsmanship and shake a hand, dap up everybody, including the coach and the referees. Like, thank y'all for watching me get my butt whooped. I missed the free throw. Yep. Thank you. Because there's something good here.
So can I say this? Because it fits the time in which they were in. You know, to that point where you're saying, like, embracing the loss, like I feel like we got a version of I feel like we get a version of Kendrick that we wouldn't have got of Kendrick if it wasn't
For sure.
You see what I'm
Who
saying?
cares
Like,
about Batman without Joker, bro? If Joker was, he got a hell, Catwoman, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, all this bad guy, right? That's cool. The only reason you care is because he got Joker.
Yep.
You don't become a great hero without a great villain, a great story, some great opposition. No one cares about Superman because Superman's invincible. He is God.
Yeah.
So who cares? Nothing's too hard for you, sir.
Yeah.
You got lasers that come out of your eyes. You can fly. You can punch through everything. You're the Man of Steel. You bulletproof. Come on. Batman is a regular dude with a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Like this, now we invested.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need some loss. If you never lost before, who cares?
Yeah. 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 I wholeheartedly agree, man. Like I feel like, like you said, like going up against some of the greats or getting that hit on the chin, it brings something out of you, and then you find out. And this is also for those that maybe you took a hit and you've been laying dormant for too long. Now it's time for you to get up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I know for me, being in my own headspace, when I took a hit, it was like, all right, cool, I'm done, I'm good, but I had to realize, like, now, like when you start to get around other people and other people start to see the potential in you and see your life, you know what I'm saying, like take on a different look, and they're saying, yo, like, no, like it ain't over, my boy. Like, get up.
That's a good cornerman though. Like if we look at it like the analogy of a boxer, right? The boxer is in the ring taking hits and giving hits, but there are people in their corner that's been there the whole training camp, that is there in the corner at the same time, and they're able to see some things, be able to tend to your wounds, to put down the swelling, to give you something to drink, and give you some advice for when you get back in there. Do this, don't do that no more, do this. Yeah. Remember, we worked on this. This is why we worked on that, right?
Yeah.
Or now we need to win this. Like, that's what a good corner looks like. And a lot of times you're not going in your corner and you got the wrong people in your corner and you're not listening to the right people if they are in your corner. Yep. You're listening to yourself. And you're willing to throw in the towel when your corner's like, we are winning the fight. You lost the round. Don't give up the fight because you lost the round.
Yeah. And then also, too, a good corner knows your potential. So they know, like, you're not fighting to your potential. We've seen you do better in practice. Like, they know that. And I think I talked about this the other Monday we were on, and I was talking about the fact that just because people are in the arena doesn't mean that they're in your corner. And we have to understand that just because people are watching doesn't mean that they have your best interest at heart because they're not in your corner. There'd be plenty of people that could tell me boxing is my favorite sport, but there could be plenty of people that could tell me, oh yeah, this person got knocked out, so forth and so on. They could tell you the ins and outs, but they can't tell you how they encourage somebody. They can't tell you how they help the situation. So that's how you know who's in your corner or not. By what value did they add to the fight? Did they just watch? Did they speculate? Or did they add value to, whoever was winning or whoever was losing, whatever the case may be? Because we have plenty of people that are around. It doesn't mean that they're in your corner.
There's people there who make money to watch your fight and talk about your fight.
Yeah. Bruh.
They can't tell you about the fight. They're going to talk about you. Oh, he's not the best. I think you're there to just pontificate and give your opinion and compare and tell stories and criticize. Yep. But you ain't ever been in the ring yourself. You can't beat me. You can't outwork me. You couldn't help me in my corner. So you were there to go do that. And that's cool. But everybody benefits from me showing up and me putting in my best work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good. We got a question. They said, how important or not is it to accept compliments / encouragement from followers? How important or not?
I'm going to be super honest. I say it's the 80-20 principle. I think 10% of your super fans and 10% of your super haters have some purpose, but not a lot of importance. Look at the middle.
Yeah.
Like, look at the people who are like, if you can get the middle, then you're doing some work. Your super fans, they could low key become a drug, or they could become like yes men. They could be like, so used to what you have been doing, they don't want to see you change, right? Like just like a hater is just hating. Like I hate this video. I hate your camera. I hate the way you look. I hate your skin. I hate your. Shut up. You a hater. But there might be something in there, like that girl that I liked who said my breath stink that day. Well, now I'm never gonna get caught lacking again. She is a hater, effer, but Loki, thank you. I appreciate you.
Because now
You know
I ain't gonna get caught slipping no more.
Right. The other girl that called me ashy, I keep the cocoa butter on your boy. You dig?
And now my future wife gonna be thanking you for the fact that I'm never showing up ashy again.
Right. Because a hater has a purpose too. But I don't really drink too much of what super fans or the haters say.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the middle that I care about.
Yeah. I would have to agree with your answer to that question. Also, I say this, man, if you throw a party because they celebrating you, that means you also gonna throw a funeral when they kill you. So
that's good.
So you have to find that middle space where it's like, yo, like I tell people this all the time. Like when my mind is made up on something, I think Rob is the same way. It's like your support is welcome, but it's not needed. Meaning that if you congratulate me because I'm doing this, that's what's up. If you don't congratulate me because I'm doing this, that's what's up. like I'm still going to do it. And I think that a lot of times, like our culture now is so programmed for some level of affirmation or celebratory action or, whatever. And then we look at that as that's the fuel to keep going. No, my discipline should be the fuel to keep going.
The whole point is for me to just do what I said I was going to do.
Yep.
For me to figure out what I am and what I'm not, and me to, put my word down and put the work down to prove what I said I was going to do. Yep. And I don't do it. I'm getting an award next week. I don't even know if I told y'all.
Nope,
like I might have posted it and the homie was like, hey, if you have a guest, I don't even care too much because I'm going not to get an award, not because I feel like I've done something or I deserve something. I'm going to be in the room and to, out of respect, letting people give me my flowers. That's cool. I don't care about awards. I don't have none of my degrees up. I don't care none about plaques. I got stuff from the city of this and that and this. I don't need that. I think other people care about stuff like that, and that's cool. That's not what I care about. And it's the same thing about praise. It's the same thing about hate. I don't care about none of that. What other people think about me is not so much my business. That's their business.
Yeah. I'm really trying to get to that point, bro.
It's taking a minute, bro.
Yeah.
It's taking a minute.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get to that point. It is a growth area for me. It's definitely a growth area for me, and it's something that I'm trying to do better with. And I can honestly say that I am trying to do better with that, but it is a challenging space for me. Yeah.
Why is it challenging for you? Like, because, where do you think that roots?
It roots in a level of and I'm in the process of writing a book on this, but it's rooted in a level of acceptance, where I wanted to be accepted so bad that that it made me become a people pleaser because I wanted to be accepted. But it started with me, and please understand what the verbiage I'm gonna say. It started with me from my perception that my father did not want me. So when he was not active or he was not present in my life, I viewed that as, or he kept saying, hey, I'm gonna come and do this, and then didn't show up, or whatever the case is. Then what that internalized to me is, you didn't want me, and so now you start to internalize that, and that becomes a thing for you to say, well, if my dad didn't want me, I want to make sure that everybody else that I come in contact with, that they want me. So now I begin to do the people pleasing dance when I encounter people. And then it made me care so much about what other people had to say or their opinions of me or whatever the case is, because I was so afraid to be disliked. And it kept me in relationships longer than I should have been. It kept me in spaces longer than I should have been. It kept me in quote unquote friendships or the illusions of friendships longer than I should have been, because I was always afraid to be the bad guy, to say this is no longer serving me. You know what I'm saying? But because I was afraid to be that, then their acceptance was enough for me. It was like, okay, well, as long as they accept me, then I'm okay. And not understanding that, in a effort to not want them to reject me, I was rejecting myself. And so it just started with this level of acceptance. It's something that I've been kind of going on this journey with, trying to figure out and still learning, and still processing. But man, like, it's such a hard space, because you want people to love you and to like you, but you want people to love you and like you for who you are and not who you are pretending to be.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have to be something for people to like you, they don't like you. They like who you're playing to be. And by the time they really meet you, they may not like you.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to
It's
be okay with that.
also results or what they want from you based a lot of times.
Yep.
It's like, I don't really like you, but I like what you do for me. I like what you bring me.
Yep.
Tony Robbins has an amazing quote. He says, in life, you have 3 decisions. And these 3 decisions control your focus, your attention, and who has control. He said, question 1 is, you get to choose what to focus on. Like, what you focus on feeds your feelings and your direction. Controlling what you can't control, what you have and what you don't have. Yeah, that's fine, babe. You can focus on the past, the present, and the future. The second decision you have is, what does it mean? So if you focus on this element, this thing, what you have, what you don't have, good, the bad, whatever, you get to decide what it means. So a good therapist, a good friend, a good journal, a good self-reflection person is going to allow themselves to really assess and evolve what they make something mean.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you shared with your father, and it meant this, right? But as you put in the work, that's not what that means necessarily a year later or a month later or a session later.
Yeah.
But the initial assumption, you think you're right. Like, and it means this, and I know I'm right.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then Tony Robbins says the third thing is, you can focus on what do you do about what it means and what you're focusing on. You could change your focus.
Yeah.
You could change the direction. You could change the dynamic. You could change the commitment. You could change the relationship. You could change your identity.
Yeah.
You could change what you say you're not good at as it be a strength of yours. Like, I'm not consistent. Now I am. So now what? I agree. I wasn't consistent, but now I am. So what now? Is that the reason why you still don't rock with me, don't like me, don't accept me, don't respect me, don't love me? It's because it sounded like the reason why you did it is because I wasn't consistent. Mm-hmm. But now that I am, why has nothing changed?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't about the thing. It wasn't about that.
That's so true, bro. That's so true. I think also too, man, it's the willingness to have our perspective challenged and changed. Because a lot of times we are so married to our perspective that we can't see anything different. So therefore, because we can't see anything different, I believe God can expand our minds when it comes to it. Because it's like we're so locked into that. And so that's the reason why, I say from my perspective at the time, because in all reality, after I learned, my father's story, and people that have been following me for a while know that, if I could preach one thing for the remainder of my life, I'm going to preach compassion. Because I feel like that's something that is missing. And I feel like we give judgment first and then we give compassion second. And I feel like once we learn somebody's story, then it was like, oh, they didn't really want to reject me. They really was just dealing with blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Or they, although that may be the truth of my feeling, I also have to understand that my feelings are not facts. So it's how something made me feel. And that could be true. that I did feel that way. But also, what also can be true is I built a storyline behind that feeling of his action, and that storyline could be incorrect because I built it based
It
upon my assumption.
it probably isn't correct.
Exactly.
It's not
9
complete.
times out of 10. Yeah, ooh, that's so good, bro. It could be correct, but it could be incomplete. So that it makes it incorrect.
Because
But
nothing
like,
is super always level one and that's it, or
yeah,
just one thing. There's layers and there's levels and there's degrees and there's spectrum to all of that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. That's good, bro. That's good. Someone asked a question. I don't know if they asked this to you. They said, "Are you single?"
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. When we say single, I think we're not married.
no,
Myself or Rob, we're not married.
I've never been married. I love. I love friendship. I love romance. I hope one day to be married.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm looking for that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not there. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now at this stage of life, because that seems to be. Someone asked me that question the other day. Yesterday when I was on live, they was like, "Are you single?" And I kind of ignored it,
I don't talk about my personal stuff online
Yeah,
anyway, like that.
yeah,
Like I don't talk about relationship or family or finances.
and it's crazy because relationships questions are the questions I get asked the most, and I tell
Because
people,
you're a handsome, articulate, intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You got the drip on you. I tell you all the time that you're so gifted. You're beautiful,
I
and
appreciate that.
a lot of the things that you are, men are looking for friends, mentors, brothers, to be a lot of what you have and what you show and possess.
Mhm.
And ladies are looking for that in friendship, but also in romantic partnerships. So it's a part of it. You'll see in my comments all the time, women are like, "Are you single?" That is my bottle. Do you want to use my bottle? You can. So yeah, and there's nothing wrong with asking, but there's also nothing wrong with me not posting it in a comment or, answering it.
Yeah, and I think my response here lately has been, I'm single, being that I'm not married, but I'm not available at this stage of my life. Um, Meaning that there is things that I'm working through, and I don't know how that's going to look. You know what I'm saying, and who that's going to be with. I'm I think the concept that we automatically feel that single is the buy all end all question that we need to have.
It's not the right question for most times.
It's not.
I think a better question for women who are lightly shooting their shots, especially online, is finding a way to ask them, is there a mutual interest here? Because you know that you're interested in him, not saying us, but that guy, right?
Yeah.
And what men have to do online is find ways to capture someone's attention, and asking is she single ain't enough, because she could be like, yeah, I'm single, but you're unattractive, or you're too far, or you ain't tall enough, or you like single ain't the right question.
Yeah.
It's, are you interested in going to get coffee? Are you interested in exchanging numbers? Are you interested in going out to dinner? That is more of the question, because if he's interested, you can then talk about, well, what else is in his life? Is he dating 50 women? Is he abstaining? Is he been looking for a partnership opportunity like this? Like those questions matter more after you know if he's interested in talking to you about it. Because there's people online who ask me all the time, like, are you single? And I absolutely am not single to them. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, you ever go to your mailbox and you pick up some mail and it's like, you got a credit card. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have a credit card.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
What? No, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're instantly approved. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. No, you're not. Now, man, That's good. I think that's a good. I think that's a good question. 'Cause I'm leaving that right there.
Yeah,
I'm leaving that right there.
That felt right. That was funny though. But
No, you're not.
no, you're not. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You
ever like you know what that looks like? You know what that looks like in real life? I'm going back to college, where let's say me and AD, roommates, homies on the same team, something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got a girl who got a homegirl who's like, hey, I want to go out too. And I'd be like, AD, Friday we got something to do. Well, what's going on? Hey, Tiffany got a homegirl named Brandy. Hey, she looked like da 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 da. Before AD answers, is he going? He gonna ask me, what does she look like? Let me see before I can say I'm available. Because to even agree not being attracted to that person, you are taking a hit for your friend.
And is.
So it's not a balloon pop level pop, because you know there's some great personalities, and you can learn to like some people who got some challenges in areas that you know what I mean. What I don't want is to ever be like sitting up on a panel somewhere with my future wife and be like, man, we didn't even find each other attractive at first. Like, what?
Nope.
No. I want to be like, I liked you immediately, even in that outfit, even at that stage, that level of weight, body, whatever. I liked you then too.
Yep. Yeah. Could I see the potential? For sure. Could I see that?
For sure.
Yeah. But no, I liked you from the jump.
Mm-hmm. I think that's important.
Oh, I think it's very important. I think it's very important. Yeah, we ain't gonna dive too much into that because I know people love when relationship talks start happening. Listen, we got enough people on social media and everywhere else talking about relationship stuff. So yeah, I ain't saying that they making sense. I'm just saying that they talking about it. That's
I mean, I think we could talk about it from our perspectives and add to the healthy things in that section of the internet.
Yeah.
I try to bring a lot of questions to help that,
like
questions for singles, questions for dating, questions for couples, questions for breaking up, questions for moving on. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of that on my YouTube now. But yeah,
I love that. I think Ms. Boyd said that was hilarious, but people really do need to be more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, if I go, so I've had bad credit, and I walked into a dealership and like, hey, you know, show me the 392 Wrangler with the Hemi in there with the Hellcat engine. I want to see that. And they was like, you want to test drive? And I was like, yeah. They asked me for my ID to see, can you at least drive this thing? Okay, cool. And we drive very slowly around the block a couple times. We take a couple rights. And then they're like, so, you know, let's run your credit. No, I'm just bullshitting. I just want. I'm not in a position to even waste your time. Well, we got a lot of different banks. Yeah, that bank's gonna give me a 27-35% interest rate. The car note gonna be $200,000 a month. I don't even need that. Nah, go ahead.
No.
You know.
Yeah, and bro, I'll say this too. Like, I feel like you know, sometimes people could be like, they feel like they could qualify, and you know, they could be locked into their own delusion, and that's okay. But
I'm delusional as hell. I think the person that I'm probably gonna get to, one of my friends gonna be like, he did what? He with who? I'm delusional. I'm delusional.
Chris Brown got a song called Delusional.
I'm delusional. There is a level of life that I'm working to get to that I ain't ever even seen nobody get to.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of money and level of success, things working out that I've planned that I didn't become an expert in, but favor, grace and mercy.
Listen, it's a real
I'm gonna
thing.
get to a level. I believe in that.
I
You know what I'm
believe
saying?
in
So
it too, brother.
I don't think delusion is a bad thing. I think you should believe that you bad and that you can get to it and that you're going to be rich and that you're going to be healthy and you're going to live the best life. All that is important.
Yep. But don't be mad if somebody say, "No, you just ain't my cup of tea."
Yeah.
It's okay.
And I don't even, so I can't on my screen even see who said that. So this ain't even about that. This is just me talking about life. Yeah.
Oh, and so Miss Boyd said this. She said, "I've taken one for the team before. I started wondering what my friend really thought of me."
Mm-hmm. Nah, you got to take the ugly friend. You got to take the ugly friend. The ugly twin.
The ugly twin.
Listen, right now, I posted a picture. Okay. AD, how tall are you?
6'3".
I'm 6'3".
Yes, sir.
Now, you know, we be smiling. We got all our teeth in there. We brushing them every day. Sometimes 3 times, 2 times if we got something to do. Or you get something stuck in there. I messed around and posted a picture of us before. A whole lot of, hey, who that? First of all, if you don't know who that is, you don't know who that is. So then you don't got the right to ask me who that is. You ain't even following along well enough to know who AD is. I only keep it tight with a couple guys.
And the fact that you got to ask me, tell me you ain't been paying attention.
You ain't been paying attention. You missing a lot. The algorithm is not in your favor. I don't know what it's sending you. So no. Hey, I've not hooked you up with a couple people. Call me a hater if you want to, my nigga. Hey, I'll look you right in the. Hey,
what is wrong with you? What?
Eddie, I've said no for you.
Thank you, brother.
A few times, and they're attractive.
Thank you.
And they got it going together. But no, I'm not doing it. No.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could call me a hater. Hey, what's up with your tall friend, the bald headed one? The preacher. The articulate one. Now, all of us, we all articulate, but the articulate.
That's what I'm about to say. All of us.
Hey, Rob.
Why, Rob? Why are you crazy?
I've been through some stuff, dog.
All right, we're about to close out.
Hey,
are there any questions?
What's up with your friend? You said you always wanted a brother. What's up with that one? What's up with that one?
What's up with?
No,
but really, bro, if people really got to know how crazy, or I ain't gonna say crazy in that sense, but just how foolish I could be, they probably be like, "Nah, I don't even wanna." I don't even. Because
what you see and what you think ain't what it is. Okay, I'm gonna shut up on this. I know you wrapping up. I have grandiose dreams of having a luxury exotic vehicle to the level of like a McLaren, Lamborghini, or on the other side, Rolls Royce, top of the line, right?
Gotcha.
I want that. Now, what's crazy about that is it ain't just how much the car is that you got to worry about. It's the upkeep, it's the insurance, it's where are you housing it, it is the zip code that you drive it to, it is how much you drive it. Some vehicles need drivers, some vehicles need like chargers to keep the battery going, because if you don't drive it enough, the battery dies, and when you want to drive it, it can't. Like there's so much. How much are the wheels to be replaced? How much are the like? You think because of what the car can bring you that you deserve this car. And you can afford, but you don't see all the things that make it unaffordable or a bad contract.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine the amount of stuff that Jay-Z deals with being with a Beyonce. Imagine what Rocky deals with being with Rihanna. Imagine what Michelle deals with being with Barack. Imagine like the partnership. You don't even know what you're dealing with someone who's that level of like, I have a purpose. I'm working hard. I'm grinding it out. I wake up in the middle of my sleep crying or thinking or sweating because of a thing that is not in the world. It is in my mind. It is in my spirit. It is in my body. You don't even know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
It looks good because when you see it driving down the street or walking on the red carpet or posting a picture or a video, but you don't even know all that comes with that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You just don't know.
You think you want that,
but
you
really
probably don't want that.
You probably don't want that. Nah. Yeah. Because people love the aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
People love the aesthetic.
The idea of things.
The idea of things. Yeah. And yeah, that ain't enough.
I was like, nah, you ain't going.
Nah, yeah.
Not that one.
Not that.
Not that one.
Not
that one.
You gotta.
When I went to go test drive that Wrangler, they're like, oh, okay, we got this 2090, this 2003 model, the Sport, low mileage. Don't insult me, my nigga.
Did you say 2003?
Yes, we got a 2003 two-door Wrangler Sport, the Willie.
Hey.
I went from test driving to the 392 Wrangler, what the top of the line Hemi, and they was like, "What? We can get you in the Willie today. Get you approved real good. Get you hooked up. Y'all be together driving down the street."
The Willie is crazy. Oh my God, the Willie is wild. You know that. It's crazy.
That's what they try to offer me a Willie, and it was not gonna happen.
Dude, you crazy. Listen. All right, so we
get you hooked up right now. Let me just get your ID one time, and
you can drive off right now.
Right now.
Right.
No
now.
questions asked.
No questions asked. Guys, if you've enjoyed this conversation, make sure you're giving us a thumbs up. Make sure you're giving us a thumbs up, because more thumbs up we have, the more times is referred to other people that like watch content within this field. This is saved and this is going up. So we appreciate the engagement. We appreciate you guys talking about it. We appreciate all the comments and the links that you've shared with other people. So we appreciate that so very much. Rob, we don't have, I think they've asked kind of all their questions, but I do want to ask you before we get off here, if there is anybody that is thinking about, for one, not just coming to commas in April. We ain't talking about just that. But if there's somebody that's taken that hit, been knocked down, they're saying, yo, I'm thinking about getting back up. I want to do content again. I'm afraid what people gonna say. I'm afraid of whatever. What would you tell somebody that's trying to get back into the game?
With content, don't worry about what people gonna say, because ain't nobody gonna really see it anyway in the beginning. So you are predicting a outcome, and you are restricting yourself because of what you're afraid of somebody saying or thinking or feeling about what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And they're entitled to have those opinions in the beginning, but just like everybody's first day at anything, playing the piano, sewing, drawing, any art, any comedians, acting, your first ain't gonna be good. You got to get good, and you not starting and you not going hard and you not producing a lot, you're not getting the work in, is the thing that's preventing you from getting good. Yeah. Because you looking at the audience and what they're laughing at or looking at or talking mean about or what they like or don't like, And none of this matters in the beginning anyway. I'm 5 years in, posting a video every day, at least once, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. I'm getting way more reps in. So what I would say is get your reps in. That's the only thing you should care about. Are you getting better? Are you learning from it? Are you being consistent? Are you developing these skill sets? Are you developing your confidence? Are you finding your lane? And just figure out who you want to help. Your content should entertain somebody, inspire somebody, or teach somebody something.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite quotes from my good friend, the Adrian Davis, is, how long will you allow them to suffer? Like if your content, if your business idea, if your gift or your passion, your interest is the medicine of somebody's headache, how long will you allow them to suffer?
Yeah.
Because you got the medicine and you're not giving it to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bro, I appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on here tonight.
Yeah, man, we said we was.
Yeah, we said we was.
And we did it.
And we did it.
And we did.
And we did. We did what we said we were going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All the ladies who follow me, if you come to commas in wedges, I will talk about you, but I will talk to you. But I will talk about you. Don't do it. Don't step.
I thought we was going. I thought we weren't gonna have wedge talk tonight, but don't. Y'all just don't do it. Just don't come.
You can step if you want to, but there will be a conversation.
Woo! When I tell you Rob and his hate of wedges.
Hate.
Oh.
Hey, Rob, this is Tiffany. Tiffany. Oh no, baby, you didn't get to.
Bro, why? What? So somebody just said, somebody said he's a nut. Then somebody said, but I'm short.
Then be short. Don't be short with them ugly ass shoes on.
Then be short. Just be short without them shoes on.
Yeah, they got platform, other things. But them safety blocks that they be strapping to their feet in the name of wedges.
Safety blocks.
Look like a squat apparatus.
Oh, man.
You ever go to the gym, you see people have to put their foot on the little ramp to get their squat on? Because they shouldn't have a flat foot.
Yeah.
That's what they strap to their foot, is that little preschool wooden block with a cork exterior. A cork? Not in 2025.
Y'all gotta pray for Rob. I swear, y'all gotta pray for Rob.
Please.
This dude is crazy.
And don't pray it away. I like it.
They said,
don't pray it away.
Not safety blocks.
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
What are those? All right. Listen, Rob had to get off, I think. I don't know what's going on. Listen, Rob just don't like wedges. It's okay. He just don't like wedges. That's what it boils down to. Okay. He doesn't like wedges. And we're gonna make sure that there you go. We're gonna make sure
they try to kick me out of here one more time. I swear to God, I ain't coming back.
It's because you was talking about them wedges and
no, yeah. Ecamm clearly got people with wedges in their community.
And they like, no, you would not talk about people with wedges in our community. We're gonna boot you off.
And I'll be back.
Oh, Miss Boyd said, wait a minute, what's wrong with wedges?
Everything. Everything. You think you strutting. You think you click-clacking down and you look like a That's the sound.
Y'all. I don't know. I don't know where Rob. You know, Rob has had this thing, this hate relationship with wedges for a long time, and it's and then people try to comfort him because he has a preference. It's like it's just a preference. The same way women, y'all may not like when a dude wears a certain thing or have a certain thing on.
Bro, I got a new ick that I found on the internet. This really attractive woman on Threads said, I don't want a man who has a significant social media presence. As a matter of fact, I would prefer one with no social media. Mind you, she's posting this on social media. And she was like, where are the men at? The manly men, the men's men who don't care about social media posting. And I was like,
manly.
So now posting is not manly?
Now posting is sassy. Everything is sassy.
Golly.
Everything is sassy.
I was like, if you got a preference, but if you don't want a person who got a significant internet following, just say you insecure.
Ooh.
And whatever you think that man who don't got social media ain't gonna be doing, that social media men can be doing.
Talk about it.
That man with social media is doing the same thing potentially. But here we are.
It's the illusion of safety.
Yeah.
It's the illusion of it.
You think because he's not. There are people who don't have social media. Like I don't have there are people who don't have Twitter but be on Twitter.
Now.
There's some websites I don't got accounts. I don't have a.
Say amen.
There's some social media websites people don't got accounts on, but they got saved in their browser history.
God,
but that's too much. That's just too much. Like,
let the church say amen.
So we're not gonna knock people's preferences. I got them.
And I think everybody should have preferences. If you don't have preferences, then it means you don't have taste. And if you don't have taste, you don't have boundaries. And if you don't have boundaries, just you willing to do or be or talk to or entertain anybody.
I got a question before we get out of here. Just on my heart, I'm gonna just ask my friend on the internet in front of everybody.
Yes, sir.
Would you date a woman who enjoys coconut water?
That enjoys
she'd be like, this is good, fresh coconut water.
Coconut water?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried coconut water?
I don't like it.
Now, the reason why is because it's not good.
I don't like it. It tastes.
But her, in her palate, for her mature throat and mouth.
Rob, where is this going?
Go check out my threads. I'll be on there. I have a random thought and I'll just shoot it out there and see what happens. I went off today.
Oh my God. I gotta go check on this threads.
Oh nah.
But no, I could date a woman that drank coconut water. I mean, I'm not gonna do it.
You should. Is what my thread said. And you should. This should be one of your early questions as you're texting and calling each other. Hey, what you think about coconut water? And if she say, oh man, I like a fresh coconut. I bet. Okay.
Listen. Okay. Kiana K, hey girl. I didn't see Kiana K forever. Kiana K said, I saw that on threads today.
Don't let her tell you, I don't like, it tastes the texture. Okay.
This cheering is crazy. Hey, but no, question. So what if the wedges were Louis Vuitton or Jimmy Choo?
They just expensive and ugly. immature footwear, abominations, a pre-K shaped abomination.
What? Oh my God. Hey, listen. Somebody said, do you, because somebody gonna love it and love you.
Yeah.
I agree. They are. We just saying Rob won't love it, but you know.
I'll replace your wedges in your collection with other things that we both like.
See, all right, now Rob, that's something else. Cause we could dive into this next. Wait a minute. Are we gonna do a check-in?
We're gonna go Wednesday. Yeah,
we're gonna do a check-in
Wednesday.
So yeah, all right. So we're gonna do a check-in on YouTube, guys. But
I only think it's right, bro. Like if you have a thing that you don't like, ooh, I don't like that. I'll invest in you shifting. Yeah, like what?
Oh, then what we talking about? We good. You good. You good. I'm not asking you to do away with that. I'm not willing to replace. I'm willing to replace it. I'm just saying that I'm not a fan of.
Over there.
And that's okay.
Like, on the balloon pop shows that I hate, where, people criticize. I am. My daughter asked me if I'm going to do this Lego. Yes, I am. Babe, go over there and do your thing. I know you miss me and love me so much.
Look, she like, all right, Daddy, it's time now.
Bro, she came over here and picked up something on the floor just to be like, I found this. No, it was on the floor. You just want to be over here. You have the whole house, your own room, the living room, the hallway, the kitchen. You got all these places to go. You want to find yourself to picking up stuff on the floor over here.
Because she's saying, Daddy, time is up.
Wrap it up, son.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna check in Wednesday.
So yeah.
Remember that we said we're gonna talk about that.
Yes. Because I do think that is that's feasible. Like if you're saying like, hey, I'm not a big fan of this, and you probably are. But when you out with me, I prefer you wear something else, and I
remember this part too. Remember this. I know you're a visual person because you are a man and you also are a photographer. So what your eye, if a woman that you are partnered with or dealing with comes into the bedroom in some lingerie that just don't hit for you, like, right? You will hopefully invest. I believe that you would. Like, what I would prefer next time is this one. I want to see this one. Like, it's the same mentality. Let's remember that so we can talk about it.
Yep. I got you. I think it's a great conversation to have.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a great one. Man, thank you for giving me your time today, bro.
Always good.
This was so rich, man. Somebody said put it in training heels.
Yeah, my 4-year-old got the ones from Target, the little Princess Tiana's. Yeah. I know. I also hate kitten heels. Wedges is number one enemy. Kitten heels number two.
Oh, no. Cover Girl said, what about lingerie and wedges? Now, hold on. We got to.
Why would you do that?
Wait 1 second.
Okay. Wedges look like you want to play a good round of kickball. Like you going third, you batting third. You about to scoop that ball. That's what wedges look like. Got a block on
it. I am dead. No, okay. Yeah. Like, no. We not. Yeah, we just not gonna do it. We just not gonna
I'd rather her be barefoot in the bedroom than slide her foot in some ugly footwear.
Yeah. I agree. All right, brother. Thank you for being on here, man. The people have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. I've thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, like we always do. Wednesday, what's
probably 6?
Huh?
It's probably 6.
6. Yep. Same time.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday.
Because it's 9 on the East at least, and then we just have some time to talk.
Yeah. So look, and someone just asked, where's check-in happening at?
On my YouTube page, Mr. Howard 365.
Yeah, Mr. Howard 365 YouTube page. So we'll be doing a check-in there. I'll be there. Dr. Charles will be there.
Luck will probably be there.
And Luck, yeah, and Rob,
Josh.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have a good check-in. We're gonna have a good check-in with the fellas. So it's gonna be real good.
Somebody gonna cry. It ain't gonna be me this time.
And it ain't gonna be me this time because I'm sick of it. Okay, I'm sick of it. All right. I done fought hard to allow my emotions to show, and now y'all just be exploiting them. Rob cried last time though.
I did.
Yeah. So
if you like to see black men vulnerable and emotional on the internet for free, no charge.
for free.
Check on in.
Them check-ins be getting real, and I don't be having time.
You do?
I do, but it be terrible.
Yeah, no, it's like, dang, they got me again.
Yeah, I know, and I just be like, all I did was just come on here to say what's up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, never works that way.
It's the spirit. It's like the conversation go from funny to something serious to something reflective and teaching and learning or spiritual or. Like you never know. If we're really being present, the organic flow is going to take us somewhere.
Yep, it really is. It really is. So yeah, it's going to be good. So Wednesday, same time on Mr. Howard 365 YouTube page, and make sure you subscribe to him. If you're not subscribed to me because somebody sent you a link, subscribe to my page. So you can be notified when we go live with Mentorship Monday and all the things. And then also, we doing the check-in on Mr. Howard 365 page. So we love y'all. We in a real way. So and glad. I love you too, bro. Yeah, I love you, bro. I love you, man, in real life, bro. Thank you. Yep. Thank you for being my brother.
Thank you for being my brother. I got to get that audio clip so I can hit the button and be like,
yeah, bro. Yes, I'm waiting on Mufasa to come out for Disney me to Plus? Watch at home. Huh?
Bro, me too. Something just came out. It should be soon. Yeah, they just dropped something.
Yeah, like I can watch Kiki and them movie at home on Amazon Prime. I can watch Wicked at home on Amazon Prime. I'm like, all right, so when Mufasa dropping? Because I'm ready. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to watch that at home.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right, bro. I'll text you later, man.
All right, Doc.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good night.